And I'm hoping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates as we continue to be in what seems to be, and I think almost everybody's starting to agree. I think it's starting to become, hey, maybe we're in a super cycle. Maybe this is super cycle territory. So you guys maybe hashtag super cycle in the chat, man. We're having a lot of fun, man. The markets are pumping. Yes, they correct at times. Even Bitcoin kind of corrected a little bit, but now it's right back at 123, what used to be the all-time high of BTC. So even though with this little pump up, really going over 125 and now having a correction, BTC is looking really strong right now at 123. We're going to go over the markets. We're going to go over our favorite ones, some of the ones that we already have talked about as well. We got a hot market, man. Hot market. We got to talk about Aster. I don't know if they did this by accident, but I mean, I could see why people made those tokens with like this, like, I don't know. Maybe it's our imagination got tainted or whatever. But no pun intended. But you know what's crazy is during that space, man. If you listen to that space earlier with CZ, as his room fills up, we're gonna talk about this really quick. It's like you gotta just almost buy Aster on spot and just hold it. You just gotta like buy Aster on spot and hold it. The way they're talking is like, this is it. This is the way that things are gonna be. So, man, yeah, AD. I don't know if they did that on purpose. I see why all these meme coins were made around this little logo. I mean, I don't know if they did this to our imagination, bro, or what. But I mean, I see why it's called Aster. I mean, right? It's pretty funny, but if you guys did not listen to that space earlier with CZ, wow. Wow. I suggest, you know what? In a lot of spaces, I know we don't go back and listen to them, but that's one that you guys might want to go back and listen to because this thing is like, what if you could buy BNB at $2? What if you could buy BNB at $2? Like, this is not going to stop, bro. And, if you could play the long game on Aster and you look at CZ's reputation, man, that's a play right there. So I don't think nobody should miss out on this right now, especially if you've been in crypto for a while. You've been in crypto since the last cycle to this cycle, and you've been waiting for some new tech. You've been waiting for something fresh off the press, and you felt like, hey, I missed out on the Solanas. I missed out on when BNB came out. I missed out. Man, I wish I was in crypto when it was 2017. Guess what? Somebody's going to be wishing they were in crypto in 2025. Somebody's going to be like, man, I wish I was in crypto when Aster came out, man. That's what I feel it's going to be like. But obviously, like, we're looking at BNB at, 2017 and we're going into 2018, right? Of course. And then, of course, the chain comes out later on, but the exchange itself. So it took some time to get there. But if you can play the long game and you can accept, like, hey, I'm not leaving crypto. I'm not deleting my Telegram. I'm not deleting my X. And, I felt like maybe I missed out on a lot of opportunities that I could have capitalized on. You might want to be like, I think Aster's a play for you guys. So Aster is super bullish. We're going to talk about the overall crypto market. We'll jump into Aster a little bit. We'll cover some things on here. Kind of go over this. It'll be not right if we don't go over this, right? But of course, we start off with Bitcoin and everything. We get the numbers in the stream really high. We're going to be doing a giveaway as well. I just got the tickers up there just to do something different, just because Aster was a really big talk of the day today. So I think it's a really good ticker. So don't be discouraged to like, comment, and repost this. This is like a super cycle. We should be completely, fully engaged. 100% not missing out on what's going on, and this is something that's really massive. So I want to make sure that when we jump into Aster, that the room is pretty filled up, the stream is pretty live, because like I said, I think that this is something that maybe in 2035, maybe in 2030, somebody's gonna be like, dude, I wish I was in crypto. I wish I was in crypto when Aster came out, because how many of us, and I mean, I was there when all this Binance stuff came out, and I kind of messed it up, right? Let's just be transparent. Let's keep it 100 with everybody, right? So like, that, we're accountable. We could be like, hey, we're not going to do that again, right? Let's just keep it 100 on the channel, right? We're in a super cycle. It's okay. And it's like, I could have just bought a lot of BNB, and I was over there back in the day happy that I was trading it at $30, getting some motorcycles and stuff like that. I was like, man, I should have just loaded up on BNB, set it and forget it forever. And I think that, a lot of people who maybe didn't even have the opportunity to mess it up like I did and just got into crypto, maybe in 2021, that last bull cycle, it's like, man, imagine if I would have got into crypto when Binance first started and stuff, right? And, well, I think this is happening right now. Let's take all of our experience that we've had in this space and say, hey, maybe I do like a smart play and I just load up on Aster on spot, and I just load it up as like the next play to just load up on, right? So we're going to get into that. Of course, let's go over here and start off with where we're at with the overall crypto market cap. This thing has turned right back around. It did come down to $4.17 trillion market cap. Now it's right back up 4.23 trillion. The money came like right back in. It was like it was nothing. And BNB up 29%. But man, it's probably going to be 30% by the end of the day. BNB is not playing around, fam. Okay, BNB is now top 3 on CMC. Top 3 on CMC. I don't know, man. It's been feeling like that lately. Like just like everything, all the stars that have been aligning, it's like it's right here, right now. You know, we got this crazy pump. BTC just cruising at all-time high. You know, ETH being a wet noodle. I'll use AD's term because ETH should be over 5K right now. I don't know what it's waiting for. Like, come on, ETH. Now you're getting me to start calling you a wet noodle. But ETH is pumping too. Like, it's really strong, but it's probably just giving everybody an opportunity before it really rallies. But man, those ETH whales better watch out because BNB literally just hunted the top 3 spot, man. BNB literally just straight hunted that, and it's at 183 now, right? So what's up with the ETH, man? The ecosystem is Aster. No one wants to buy there. It's crazy, bro. BNB might be going for number 2. What do you guys think before we get all into the technical stuff? Let's just vibe together for a second. Let's just, let's say what's up, right? I see the chat pretty live. Let's share the live. But do you guys think that BNB does with this Aster thing going on, can BNB sneak up on Ethereum? Is that something that, when do we start addressing that? At what market cap do we start saying, ETH, BNB's coming for, is it at 2K BNB? Is it at, Summer, I need you to send me a Solana wallet to make it easier for you. And then what we're going to do when we talk about this SUI play that we've been talking about, we're going to be talking about how easy it is for you to bridge from Solana. So I want you to send some Solana because we're going to be talking about how to do that bridge from like Solana to Culo, right? That's going to be a little bit of fun, and we're going to be learning some more stuff, right? How to do that swap into the SUI chain. But right now we're vibing. We're letting the numbers pick up because I want to make sure that we got a lot of numbers in here. Let's see where we're at over here right now. Let me check the temperature of the space really quick. Okay, yeah, let's pick up the numbers more, and then we'll jump into that. But at what point do we start? Saying like, man, BNB could be going towards, flipping ETH? That would be crazy. That would be so much money that would have to do that, and probably people would have to exit ETH and go into, into BNB, which would be crazy. XRP got to the end of the month, I believe, boys. I believe. Okay, XRP to the end of the month. He's calling it right there. You guys heard it first on the stream. So let's go ahead and jump into BTC. Looking extremely well in this market, fam. Wow, man. Look at it. Still no sell signal. Just letting you guys know. I know we wicked up to right around 120. Man, like it was like 126 and some change. It's pulling back right now. We got a couple red candles in an uptrend. Nothing to be too concerned. Really no sell signal, but we could possibly get some sort of correction. That's nothing too crazy. A lot of times we do see, this 50 moving average still kind of curling up. We see this point of control right here. If we flickered a little red signal, we could probably tap right here, and hit that 50 moving average and the market stay bullish and keep going up. But if we didn't, then we always talk about the downside, right? We always keep it 100. If it broke underneath this 50 moving average, it could come down here, right? This little section that has been hanging out sometimes, right around that 110. And even the scary one that I don't even think nobody really wants to talk about because it's almost not realistic, like coming down to 96K right now. I know the markets are hot and they're pretty greedy, so you got to be a little bit fearful when they're greedy. You're looking for that downside potential. That's why we're always yeah, we're having fun and we have FOMO and we have moon boy moments. Who doesn't have FOMO sometimes? It's cryptocurrency, man. Don't tell me you don't have FOMO on things and you're just like a statue all the time. It's like, no. Sometimes this stuff gets you pretty excited, right? We got the crypto princess. Welcome, the crypto princess. Welcome. We're going to have you up on one of these wild live streams and have you just run a crazy live stream with me and stuff and have a lot of fun and just talk about what you're bullish on and also get people to pull up on your YouTube channel and get some views over there as well. Do some cross-pollination collaboration. So yeah, what I'm liking right here with BTC is like, these are just a couple red candles in a downtrend. Now, if we go to a shorter time frame, lower time frame, we can see what's going on. But I mean, this is looking pretty good. This is like that bounce off the 50 moving average that we even talked about yesterday. Like, you gotta let it happen one time. I was like, hey, it hasn't bounced once off of this 50 moving average, and here was that sell signal, also the swing high on this time frame where we got this up here, and the sell signal came out, and as you start seeing it come down, it's like, okay, it's right next to this 50 moving average. We got some buy signals. What's crazy is, like, I have to be honest with you guys, with all this strong green candleness, for it not to print a green candle, and you see this long wick on top of the body, that's telling me that there's still the sellers are present. The sellers are definitely present there. So they're definitely still present in that section right there. So we'll see, if the buyers can keep pushing this up and change this, and really push this where it actually just crosses that T line and that that 8 moving average, that'll be pretty bullish, because we'll get a buy signal on the 4-hour chart. Last time we got a buy signal on the 4-hour chart over here, it was $110,000. We got that buy signal right here from the blunt house indicator. We also had that swing low activated, and then it broke the 50 moving average, and we got to ride. If you had that buy signal, if you enjoyed that one's from down here from like 110 all the way up to 126, 296 on that BTC. Okay, let's go to some other plays. We're going to go to BNB next, since it's right here right now. BNB has been absolutely super impressive. Did you buy or did you cry with BNB, right? That's like the story of BNB. What's up, everybody? I see you guys pulling up super strong. Let's get the numbers up. If you guys can share this, you guys... Ladies and gentlemen, share this in your guys' Telegram and your Discord, whatever community you're part of, have them pull up, man. Let's have some fun. The markets are hot. The markets are hot. We had that moment where it was boring. It was going sideways. Like, we're keeping ourselves like in line with the crypto energy, but now it's pumping. I don't even need that much sleep. The market just feels so exciting. It's like, especially if you're doing the market right. If you're doing the market right, you should have a little bit extra battery in your, like a second wind. Right when you start getting tired, you start thinking about the market. You're like, let me just. I've been passing out with just to the point where I pass out just because I don't want to keep my eyes off of it, because I'm having so much fun trading Aster, which is absolutely amazing. So I've been literally watching the screen till I like drop something in my hand. I was like, all right, that's it, Rico. You gotta lay it down, bro. You gotta have to lay it down. So BNB right now, daily chart right now, active. BNB. All-time high after all-time high. Love from the Space Penguins. Shout out to the Space Penguins, man. Get the Space Penguins up in here when we get to that Smart DeFi section. We'll bring up the Space Penguins and we'll talk about what you guys got going on your X account. So get your community in here. Have them post as many penguins as they can in the chat. Not just because I love penguins in the chat, but so everybody else can see why I love the penguins in the chat. That's why. All right. So BNB looking absolutely amazing. $1,300 on that BNB. Told you to buy it at $450. I was like, please buy it. Not financial advice. Buy BNB. Not financial advice. Load up on BNB. Oh my God. Well, if you listen, I know you're going to be grinning like this, because we got BNB at $1,300. There's going to be some times where there's correction. Obviously, right now, it's very toppy. It's a premium right now. We're in this section up here. But with that added pressure from that Aster and people trading, I mean, like when you see this DEX right here and the first thing is asking you to do is connect your BNB wallet, like that makes my heart melt. Like I love that, because I've been so bullish on BNB for so long. Even when people didn't, it was like trying to get kids to eat vegetable when I was first trying to talk about BNB and XPX. Everybody's like, whoa, I don't want no vegetables. I'm eating Solana. I want my Solana plays. I want my sweets, and it's like, but now look at this. He who laughs last laughs the hardest, I swear. And right now we're having a good time because we've been bullish on BNB even when it wasn't cool to be bullish on BNB. So we're having that chill guy moment right now. Fam, so bullish on you guys. Here goes BNB. Let's talk about the downside, and then we're going to go to Solana next. Very bullish on Solana. Look at BNB on the 4-hour chart. Still no sell signal. Just letting everybody know, hey, we're healthy over here. We're so bullish. CZ's talking about BNB nonstop. Space after space after space. They had hashtag super psycho BNB, and it's like, it's happening, fam. It's literally happening, and 2026 could be the year for BNB. 2026 could be a massive year for BNB, especially if it starts to chase like Ethereum, and then the Ethereum whales start to see like, hey, everybody's moving to BNB. The fees are cheaper anyways. Most of the TVL is on BNB anyways. Most of the people use the Binance liquidity anyway, so it's like that's the fastest way to do transactions anyways. Is Aster on Jupiter? No, here, I'm gonna send you guys these links. You guys have to read these links, okay? This is everybody in this chat right now. You guys know me, man. This is all we have to know this stuff, okay? And this right here, you have to participate in this. Imagine when Binance Exchange first started. This is how I want you to look at this. I want you to get not financial advice again, not financial advice, okay? But just load a bag of Aster. Don't just only trade it because obviously I'm trading and I'm having fun on Aster, and yeah, it's making a lot of money. But I had a conversation with my friend the other day. I was like, I think it might be a good idea to just slap 6 figures on Aster and let it marinate, maybe even more. I don't know. It just might even be that type of. His track record is. Somebody say not flawless because obviously he got in trouble for 4 months. You know, he had to do. You know, that's where that whole 4 came from, but. Nonetheless, I mean, as far as his crypto, you know, he knows what he's doing. So Aster can be very powerful, and we're starting to see a lot of promoting on BNB. So downside potential to BNB, this upper value range is right here at just under $1,300. So, you know, about $1,200 and a half. There's a shelf right here, right? If it broke past these previous ways low, it can trade into this gap. This shelf is where you can keep eye on. It's at 1,166, which is right around where buyers and sellers were shaking hands before. Not saying that it will hold on to this because there's nothing really too significant, because if it fell into this gap, this is where the point of control comes into action. And this is like that line that acts like a magnet, right? So, you know, just this is that downside potential. The markets are greedy. I'm super bullish on Aster. I'm bullish on all things BNB. Been bullish on BNB before it was cool to be bullish on BNB. But let's be honest, there's going to be corrections in the space and possibly giving you guys even a better opportunity to get more BNB. And what price is that? You might be asking. That point of control that is just under $1,000 is that point of control. And, you know, right when it comes to this point of control, it could probably wick underneath these moving averages, you know, bounce off of this thing and turn right back around because the markets are overall hot. But, you know, when I'm seeing these on this higher time frame, I just want to be cautious. The uptrend is still good. I wouldn't chase it if you're somebody who was like, oh my God, this is like pumping. It's like, no, you get in down here. You can catch a bounce and then you can play that game like if you want to, but man, patience is a virtue. I've just been waiting for my setups, and like if you're heavy on your setups and your strategy has been super consistent and you kind of do as you know your strategy is supposed to be doing, it's like I almost have more fun like that. So I don't play the chase game no more. I'm like, all right, cool. I congratulate it. I mean, man, that's amazing. I love it. But I'll wait my turn. Everybody gets a turn, and let's just wait your turn. Let's see if it's gonna, you know, reset right here. Probably come down to have a correction right down here, or at least bounce off of this, you know, 50 moving average that coincidentally is like really close to this shelf, right? You see the shelf price, this 50 moving average right here. It would just take a little sell signal and it breaking underneath this thing for it to trade into this gap, and it moves fast when it trades into those gaps. So we'll keep an eye on BNB and the rest of the market. That's what we do. That's why we pull up like every single day, man, whether it's the blue chips, the purple chips, the green chips, the red chips, whether you're eating Dorito chips while you're sitting at your desk and you're trading crypto, whatever it might be, all right? Let's go to Solana next. Turn it up, fam. Turn it up. Turn it up. Okay, let's just go right here. Let's go to the daily chart first. I think we're seeing like that BNB take a lot of the hype right now, because you would think Solana, with everything pumped up so hard, it would have been at that $300 mark already. But I think we're seeing a little bit of the effects of, you know, people having the eyes on BNB right now, which is pretty exciting, to be honest with you, because yeah, if you've been collecting BNB for a while, this is really good. And Solana's still a hot play. I mean, Pump Fund is absolutely on fire. We're going to be having something on Pump Fund, especially for a lot of you guys that love Pump Fund. Something that might be coming out even later on today that might get posted on the Moneybags Mansion. I heard there might be this pretty cool play coming out, so I'll let you guys know if it is launched or not, and then we'll keep you guys on the same page. It's supposed to be pretty cool. It's supposed to be somebody who's going to live stream, so pretty nice. It's BNB season, Dark Atomic says. Very nice. Very nice. BNB season it is. BNB season it is. This stream is sponsored by Coca-Cola. All right. Solana right now, let's go on this daily chart. We got a buy signal. We got, you know, the sell pressure right here. It could hold on to this. It's bouncing right on the 200 moving average. This price is at 218. The point of control is right here at about 200. The lower value range, which I would watch out for, is a nice little shakeout to 138. That would be a nice little shakeout right there. So get ready to, pay attention to these prices, because if it wicks underneath these moving averages, and you see BNB taking a lot of this hype, we could see a nice little correction on Solana, and then people getting it for a cheaper price. If it stays above the 50 moving average, or even stays above the 200 moving average and just keeps bouncing up, because the overall market just staying consistently hot right now, like Solana's not going nowhere. These live streams are not going to stop. This new way of streaming, this is the way. Like, honestly, YouTube and them are and Kick, all of them, they got another thing coming, honestly. Even like X, as far as how much the creators are making, like, this is a whole new way of streaming. So just get ready. That's a real wave that's happening. Just like when Snapchat came out of nowhere, just like when Instagram came out of nowhere, just like when TikTok came out of nowhere, Pump Fun just came out of nowhere with a streaming platform and paying creators really, really good. So that Solana's not going to stop, and more people are going to keep streaming on there and making a lot of money off of that. So right now, Solana is going through a bit of correction. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. See, right here, we have that bounce on the 200. This is looking really good. Bounce on the 200 on the 4-hour chart. This is where, like I'm saying, if the rest of the market stays hot on this higher time frame, it's most likely going to bounce. But it wants to print a buy signal right here where it can come back up to, if it can break past this, it'll get bullish. All these tops right here got to get broken. This point of control, pop, 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 all that. That is 233. If it can break 233, you'll see Solana run up to that upper valley range around $250. All right, let's go to XRP. I saw some XRP people up in here, and we're seeing the stream fill up pretty quick. Let's have some fun. Man, that's what it's all about, honestly. If you're not having fun in this space, you got to reset. I don't know what you got to do, but you're gonna have to reset. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's reset. Because if you're not having fun during the super cycle, you don't even want to feel what it feels like during the bear market. You don't even want to feel you don't even want to feel a bear market. So let's enjoy the moment. It's a nice moment. I mean, let's be honest. This, all-time high BTC, all-time high BNB, all-time high this, all-time high that. Clash is pumping, changing people's lives with Clash. Changing people's lives with, so many projects, man. Just like Rico came out of nowhere, just like XPX came out of nowhere. I just DM'd you on Telegram. Let me know when you got time to finalize. Nice, bro. That's super bullish, bro. Good timing too, man. Yeah, when we're done with this stream, all afternoon, I'm just gonna be crushing meetings nonstop, man. And I mean, this is a hot market, and I feel like the lightning is in the jar. And any project that is just really like in the moment right now of like, how can we lock this lightning in the jar right now, as this market is so freaking exciting right now. It's like, let's make it happen, right? So XRP people, I know oh, there we go. I just summoned you guys up. He said, let's go XRP. I love the XRP fam. I mean, you want to talk about conviction? I mean, they were in trouble from the SEC. Not many people would have kept holding with it. They were in trouble with the SEC, right? These people believed in XRP, and I mean, this is what Diamond Hands does. Out of nowhere, you get life-changing money. Life-changing money. Do you think anybody that was down here that's been holding during the SEC harassments and everybody flooding XRP, flooding. None of these guys have been accumulating this small little dip that's going on in XRP. They don't care about this. They've always been playing the long game. I see we got the Grippy family up in here, man. Get the rest of the Grippy fam up in here. We're going to pull up Grippy as well. That was a nice play that we called. Let's circle back to that one and have some fun with that Grippy play on base. Yes. But, yeah, they're not worried about this little dip. And I think if you're new to the XRP family, you're not one of the people that got in down here, take a page of the community of how they operate, right? If you're new to XRP and you're like, oh my God, these little dips concern you, be like, hey, how did you guys stay bullish during like all this stuff that was going on with you guys before? Like, this is just a natural correction in XRP, right? This is nothing to be concerned of. This is the type of community that's around XRP. You guys already have a solid foundation that you don't have to worry about these dips at all. XRP community went through the hardest times that if it was any other project, it would have demolished it. It would have pulverized it into into smithereens. But XRP is here, so that's why we're going to bring up XRP. Shout out to you guys. Yes, we're having some dips. Yes, we're having some corrections, a bit of consolidation, a little bit of boringness, right? Because you guys seen the rest of the market and you're like, how come, we get that feeling, we're human. How come not me? How come we see BNB? What about XRP, right? It's like we're gonna get everybody's get their chance, right? We just gotta, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right? So we keep accumulating on our favorite play. We stay ready with our favorite play. So when that pump happens, we know we didn't miss out on it, and that's the opportunity that right now you have to look at XRP. Right now, unless you're trading this thing on futures, your game is finding cheaper prices to accumulate on XRP. You're playing the long game on XRP. If you're trading it on futures, okay, then we'll break it down like, hey, you might want to get in here, you want to get out there, what this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, when it comes to XRP, it's a game of accumulation. Okay, so this is where you can accumulate some more XRP. If you guys are looking to accumulate more XRP, this is that section. Actually, it could be getting ready to turn around, but usually the first test is a fail. Excuse me. And we can kind of see that happening because even with all these green candles and all this pump, it didn't pull out a buy signal. Right? It's like, oh, what? You're telling me you got these, like Blunthouse says, the three amigos right here, and these three amigos didn't, or the three soldiers was another one. But the three amigos is funny to me because if you ever had a Range Rover, and the minute you get the three amigo lights in your dashboard, it just drives you crazy, and you'll never forget those three lights. They go together. It's the traction control, the ABS, and there's something else, something with the power. It's like once you get the three amigo lights, you're stuck with them, right? It's like, but right here, look, it didn't flick that light green, and a lot of times we know that you see this. That's the 200 moving average. This is the 50 moving average. It likes to cross over like this, right? And we know that the first mouse gets to squeeze, the second mouse gets to cheese. So although this lower value range is right here, it's not to say that, this is still not a clear downtrend, and this is not flooding XRP. This is letting you guys know that, hey, maybe you guys can just set some capital to the side and say, hey, until I get a buy signal on a higher time frame, I'm just going to wait for a better entry, right? I'm just going to wait for a better entry. I'm playing the long game on it anyways, and it's like, I'll just get a better price and see if it comes lower. Because sometimes, when you get in and it dips lower, it sucks. Even though you're playing the long game, it's like, man, I could have I got in here and now it dipped lower. And even though you're playing the super long game, it still gets irritating. Like, come on, we're human. I was like, man, I could have got it a little bit cheaper. But we'll see. Still no buy signal on this. But if it did break, some buy signals and trade it into this gap, our first shelf is these moving averages right here at, 295, the point of control at just at $3, and the upper value range at 306. But let's see if it fails, like these first attempts touching these, because a lot of times the first attempts fail, right? The first tap on the 50 or the first tap on the 200 moving average, they fail. It's the same way with the other way. Look at this break up, coming down. This is the first tap on the 50. That didn't do it. Here goes the break above the 200. Here goes the first tap on the 200. That didn't go underneath, but usually on the second or third one, it'll break through, right? So just keep an eye on that, all right? So these first attempts, it's like, maybe you can get a nicer entry, just because for the most part, those first attempts fail. All right. So that's really nice. Let's go over to Aster right now. Let me check the numbers on the stream. Like I said, get the numbers up because we're going to still do a giveaway, fam. We're not, that's what we're going to do. Oh, I love the numbers right now. It's a hot market, fam. It's a hot market, man. It's a hot market. So much that I think, yeah, it's hot. I'll leave it at that. All right. Let's go into something that I think we all should be talking about. I know everybody's been talking about it. This is something that I've been trading and making money on. But now that the stream is a little bit more lit, there's more numbers in here. Now I feel like this is like the right time to really bring this up because to me, this is alpha. Aster is alpha. Say it with me, fam. Just so I make sure that you're not going to get left behind. Aster is alpha. And I think this is a chance that we get where CZ's about to do his dance. And they were talking about how DEXs are really going to be the future, and they got perps, they got futures on here, you connect straight to your wallet. This is just pretty bullish, fam. And I think this is going to be a new way of how a lot of things are going to do. I think that you should load up on Aster and just hold it. This is not financial advice. Just like when I told you to buy BNB at $450, that was also not financial advice, okay? Guys, this is decentralized perpetual contracts, okay? Trade. This is crazy. No custodial trading built for non-custodial trading built for all. Whether you're new to crypto or a seasoned pro, whoever you are. Invisible orders, visible advantage. Hidden orders let you place limit orders that stay fully hidden from the public order book. Size and direction are not shown. Look, I used to pay $2,500 extra a year on my brokerage account to have this ability to have this little feature right here. A lot of times when you guys are looking at the books, like when you're looking at the order books, there's hidden orders up in here. That's what's crazy. Like once you look behind the curtain, the Wizard of Oz, and then you look behind the curtain and it's like, really? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me that there's hidden orders right here? You guys see these order books? The order books on these order books. But they're saying over here that you can hide, George. You get the feature this time, right? So stocks meet crypto on chain, not Wall Street. Trade U.S. stocks with up to 100x leverage. Fully settled in crypto. No bridging required. That says retail. I'm going to say it again. Aster is the alpha. That is how retail comes in. That is how you get retail to come in. Let's keep it moving. Cross-chain trading. No bridging or switching. Just pick a chain and place a trade. Unmatched liquidity. Access deep liquidity pools across markets to support large, confident trades. That is CZ's. He's the master of liquidity pools. He does the liquidity dance, okay? Advanced tools. Use powerful tools like hidden orders, built for control, speed, and a competitive edge. Now, if they're telling you this gives you a competitive edge, whether you understand it or not, start using it ASAP. Just dive into it. Like you got nothing to, oh, I see Crypto Joy said Aster is the alpha. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. When if we were not talking about this, did we know that there was a hidden advantage? Did you guys know about this? Did you guys know that there was these hidden books? These hidden orders on these books? Did you guys know that? If they say that it gives you a competitive edge, you better pay attention. You better pay attention, okay? Confidence in every trade. Whether you're new or a pro, enjoy streamlined experience built for clarity and control. The Binance UI has always been the number one, right? Everything else is copied off of that. Everybody else, remixes that right there. So this is absolutely amazing. Honestly, we're going to come over here to, might even set up my thing to get my I might do this actually. I'm about to do this. I think we should all do this. Earn your rewards and stack these things up however you can. Get into Aster right now. And honestly, trading it is fun. I've been trading it on BYDFi because that's just the platform that I use. I got capital over there. But after, you keep hearing these things from CZ, this is massive right here. This is pretty huge right here. So I'm sure the CEXs are like, dude, why'd you come out with this? But this has a lot of power, fam. This has a lot of power right here. So Aster is the alpha. We got some more alpha for you guys right now. Let me check on the stream. Yes, we are doing fantastic, just like the markets, just like you. You guys are fantastic, man. You guys are absolutely amazing. Love you guys so much. Let's go ahead and go to the decks. Let's have some fun like we do. We're always having fun, man. That's people are going to be like, dude, these people, what are they doing? It's like, hey, let's make making money fun, right? Let's go over here. This thing was something I was looking at. Like this whole BNB season right now is pretty hot. CZ space earlier was extremely bullish, so we're going to see a lot of things pumping on the BNB chain. This is one that I was looking at earlier and just amazed by this chart just being mentioned like this and just proof that, like, hey, you never know when that pop is going to happen. And this stuff right here are clues of BNB getting kind of wild. So this is one I'm going to be paying attention to, see if it gets a little pullback. But something that I saw when CZ was talking earlier, that's why it's brought up right here. But I do want to jump into some of the plays that I want to bring up. Grippy, I saw the Grippy community in here, so let's jump into Grippy first. We're going to go through all these plays on the decks. I got some alpha for you guys for XPX. That X pays X, fam. So bullish, man. So bullish. Man, we got a countdown going down. You guys get your BNB ready. Get your BNB ready. Grippy, let's go. Grippy. Let's go to your guys' X account and check on Grippy really quick. Man, pull up, fam. Pull up, man. So we got Grippy right here. I just want to check on the X. Okay, Grippy on a horse. Okay, little collaboration, little giveaway, $300 worth of Grippy, fam. What else we got right here? Memes on base. Grippy. Base is going to have its moment. Base is going to have its moment. Let's be honest. We know that base is going to have its moment. Once retail starts pouring in, I know that base is a easy choice. Like there's going to be solid meme coins that we're building for a while that have a community that actually been, have continue to produce memes relevant to even the times, like this Halloween stuff, and just staying super active, breaking some market caps, keeping the chart looking good. There's going to be some projects that when that base moment hits, a lot of people are going to be like, man, I wish that I was just locked in with that base play the whole time, right? And I think Grippy could be one of them. A lot of times these Matt Fury plays are some of the ones that I didn't pick Matt Fury. Matt Fury almost picked me, I swear, because it's crazy how many of the Matt Fury plays I actually get to hit on, and how we get to find them. Stream is too bullish, fam. Stream is too bullish. When the stream is too bullish, that happens. But nonetheless, we're right here. Let's go to Grippy's chart and talk about this. Like I said, this is a Matt Fury play. Pretty solid, cool looking meme. Almost looks like, gives me a Piccolo vibe in a way from, Dragon Ball Z, something like that. But this is a Matt Fury play. These Matt Fury plays, let's admit, we found a lot of them, like really low market cap. And, this is one that I was talking about way over here. It even peaked underneath like $1 million market cap. But this was the support right here. Why does staying active matters? Seems like no one cares. Staying active matters so much, bro. Like, bro, it's like still water. Like if you have a puddle of water, if you're walking by and you see that water and it's still, you don't want to drink that water. It's stale. And for some reason being still, it gives off a feeling of being stale. And it's like, I'm not drinking that water. That water's stale. It's not moving water. So staying active is like keeping the river running. You got to keep the water flowing. You got to be adaptive to the market. If we're talking about this right now, this is what's going on. That's why it's important to keep your fingers on the pulse of crypto. And if you love this, man, crypto has enough to keep you, active and moving and flowing in this market. And Matt Fury plays is a meta that we've been hitting on nonstop. And this is one of the ways that we're going to be moving for a while, right? We've hit on Brett, on OG Brett. We called some of these plays extremely early. They ran up extremely high. And I think that we're not done seeing these type of plays actually bringing these type of gains. Gary Taylor, thank you so much, man. More alpha for you guys. I think Clash was a lot of alpha for you guys at 360K. We're going to be talking about Clash. Those giveaways were also sent. I'm waiting on some wallets. So if you guys won yesterday, make sure you guys send that in so I can send those giveaways. So Grippy is a Matt Fury play on base. Check this one out right here, okay? This is one that's up on the ticker. Solid community. Great looking chart. Has not broke the $10 million market cap, right? We know that the markets are hot. We know when they break 10 million, they usually go 15, 20, 30. Then maybe they pull back, right? But this is a healthy looking chart. This is probably an easy place to come in and be like, you know what? I like this little spot right here. I could definitely, put some base on Grippy because this is a healthy looking chart and it hasn't broke. I told you guys about it down here, but usually it does that 5, 10 million next, right? So let's go ahead and go to the next play, which of course is Clash fam. Let me know if I got any of the Clash fam up in here right now. The Clash fam, the Clash Royale fam, let me know. We're cruising right now, honestly. I don't know how people are fading this. We're cruising right now at a solid $50 million market cap, 51 million to be exact on this George Plays Clash Royale, everybody. Let's go to X. Let me know if the Clash fam is in here, man. We'll be doing some more like Clash giveaways. I do want to keep you guys like hip to Clash. I don't want you guys treating Clash like it's some other like play like it's the other meme coins and stuff, guys. Like this is not how you treat Clash, okay? Like I know, taking profits responsibly and there's gonna be some of that. That's part of the market, right? It's a free market. But don't think about it like something else where like I know how people so fast they'll start to it's like we have a microwavable era this time where it's like, oh, that's it, is that it? No, this is not the same thing, man. This is something different. This is when you have to take, you almost got to separate a little bit, like, okay, it's a solid play, but you also have to add how many years George has been in the space. and how consistent he's been. Clash stays that consistent no matter what. It could be, and I think it is right now. And I think more and more people are starting to realize that one of the strongest communities, it continues to grow every single day. Keeping our vibe up, keeping our spirit up, and knowing what we really have. Like, know what you hold is a big thing, right? It's like, I know that we trade the market and all this stuff, but also know what you hold, right? I know that maybe a lot of people, and even, we got a lot of people in at 360K market cap on Clash. So I know, because I personally am one of them, who have seen a wallet look pretty insane, right? So I know a lot of people, but I think there's more there, everybody. I really think that Clash has a potential, and my first conservative spot is like the 400 to 500 million, and if it broke that, then send it. Like, send us to a Billy. Send it to a Billy. Like, honestly, I don't see why not. I think even a project like Clash could be beneficial for Binance to list it. Why not list it? I mean, it's not like it's some kind of random dev, right? It's not like Binance would have to be like, I'm just listing another random meme coin. I'm listing a community, right? They're not just listing a meme coin this time. Like, a lot of times we're like, people are like trying to get listed on Binance, but no, we're listing a community. We're listing, the exposure to Clash. And I think as Clash people start to come into the space and retail comes into the space, this thing could just probably never stop growing. And if Clash did a massive collaboration with George, as Clash would probably have to acknowledge the value that George is bringing to Clash Royale, as I downloaded Clash only because I made money off of Clash before I had the game because I'm a crypto degen. And I know that's the case for other people. And a company like Clash Royale cannot ignore that. So I think that, although I know it's consolidating and we're used to our meme coins, I think that we should, try to value Clash with all those things in between, right? All of those little things that I just mentioned that it's kind of hard to see on the chart. That's only if you dig into it, then you'll kind of be like, oh, wait a minute, this has potential to be really big. Because what if Clash Royale on their game started to offer this play? Like, what if they started to advertise George's Pump Fun play on Clash Royale? Now, I'm just speculating, right? And the market is speculative, but I mean, we got to put that somewhere, because you never know in this crypto space. And with this amazing community in Clash, I wouldn't doubt it. It's only growing every single day. So super bullish on Clash, just like I'm super bullish on this crypto space. We even called this exact support line before it happened, because these round numbers tend to show up. These are psychological barriers. This doesn't mean anything. To me, this shows very solid strength, fam. This is really strong right here. So nothing has changed, right? Dev's still there. Community's growing. Holder count going up. Like, you better you better size this one up correctly. Support. 1 second. Support. And it's not going to be picture perfect. This is crypto. There's going to be wicks all over the place, all right? But for the most part, you guys get what I'm putting down. I'm putting down that it's right around this this $50 million market cap, which is, a pretty good, like, psychological barrier, where all we got to do is hold the support, and that buy wall comes back into this thing, and we break 100, and there's no telling, because it's that same thing. The minute you break that ceiling, it's like it sporadically just goes even higher. So if you felt like you missed Clash, and unfortunately, some of us, in this crypto space, maybe new to the channel, have missed it, but that's okay. I still think that there's a lot to give here. And you might think, oh, $50 million market cap, I don't want to get no Clash right here, because you guys got in at 360K market cap. And now I found plays at 38 million, at 40 million, at 50 million, and they still ran up into the hundreds. What do they need? Solid dev, solid community, great narrative. Check, check, check. So maybe, obviously we'll get the cliche out the way. It's not financial advice, but I would really consider, like, keeping an eye on this beating the loading zone, right? Maybe you save a little bit to the side. Blunt House, welcome in, brother. Edgar, thank you for the super chat as well, brother. Welcome in, Blunt House. True chat into space, bro. It's not fair what we're doing, Blunt. It's not fair what we're being able to do to the market. They're gonna, yeah, man. So I think this is a great area right here, and I'm actually going to show you guys an example of an amazing community can do. If the Can Do Chads are in here, it'd be a great time to have them come up here. They got merch on Just Shop Crypto, but an amazing community that, they actually found me. I just want to keep it 100, right? They found Rico. I didn't find them. I want to take credit because they're so amazing. And but they actually came to my stream one day, and they were just like, they were going wild, fam. I was like, what's going on here? These guys are too loud. It was right before the bull market really started. It was like, man, what's going on here? Like, this thing is kind of like lit, right? And I was like, Well, these guys are super bullish, right? And they started pulling up, and they're almost like they were really unhinged. Not almost, like they were unhinged, right? They were completely unhinged, and I liked that. I was like, "Wow, they're giving me bull run vibes," and it was one of the signs that I knew that the bull run was it was on us, right? It was among us. It was upon us, whatever, however you want to say. It was here, right? And check this out. This play right here, very bullish on this play. They just got listed on Just Shop Crypto. We are talking about it over here. What section is this over here? This is right around 38 million, and even pulled back one more time. The minute it started breaking that 50 million again, it just catapulted all the way up to like 280 mil. These same market caps are going to be the ones that Kendu will have to break again, but that's no big deal. They have the community to do it. But I just want to show you that even when you can get in at 38 million or 50 million, anybody who got in at $50 million market cap, if the trend is going up, the trend is your friend. And it was a bullish trend on this meme coin right here. You know, shout out to this amazing community. They're big inside of our TG as well, right here at 50 million, and this thing catapulted. And I believe this community has what it takes to do it again. And we can just go to their chart where they're at right now, since we're on Kendu right now. Let's have a little bit of fun. I appreciate you, broski. I really do. You're a real one. Kendu working on breaking some of these, you know, market caps, really taking it to the next level. But really, you see a community that doesn't stop building. They got their own merch line. It's listed on Just Shop Crypto. They got their own beer. You guys can get tipsy on Kendu. You guys need some energy in the morning. You're feeling a little groggy. You need some coffee. We'll get you some of that Kendu coffee. Or maybe you're like, you know what? Coffee is for you guys. You guys are they're starting to call me Unk already, right? Once you break into you're into 30s, they're calling you Unk this and Unk that. You know, it's like, what the? But, you know, it's like we drink energy drinks, but they got even Kendu energy drinks. So let's go to the X page. We got Clash, which that entry at 50 million is good. Going into this, we're going to switch over right to Kendu right now. That's actually live. So bullish. Appreciate you, Prophet Bear. Members, gifted. Man, I appreciate you, bro. I really do. I really, really do. Jesus Coin, we're going to bring you up next as well. Super bullish on your guys' narrative. Like I said, here goes this amazing community. How bullish is this? Let's just watch this video. We did this together, fam. You know, I want to give a big shout out to you guys. Like, we did this together. This is Just Shop Crypto thing. This was just an idea. The amount of support that we got from communities and projects being listed has been absolutely amazing. It's so cool to see the orders coming through after order after order after order. And we're doing the profit share towards the project side favor. Like, we just want everybody to win, and we want to make a strong impact and have a marketing machine. And it's actually working, fam, and it's working really good, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going, and we're really excited to keep onboarding more projects, and we'll shift into that in just a bit. But here goes these Kendu chats. Absolutely amazing. That's so bullish, man. That is so exciting. Honestly, these little things go such a long way. They go such a long way. Like, you know, here we go. Just unbox Just Shop Crypto merch, powered by XPX token. This is exposure to, you know, a project that's $280 million market cap at one point. They got that community, and this community produces energy drinks. They produce coffee. They produce beer, and they're real chads, man. Honestly, one of my favorite guys in this space, and we're going to bring him up. Let's see if we can find this. Look at this, man. So cool, man. Oh my God. This is so nice to see. Hello. Get you guys in trouble for a second. Let's see, where's that? This is the one I want to show everybody. We got to really live stream, and it wouldn't be right if I don't show off Ruben, because I love this guy. This guy, you want to talk about bringing the vibe to the party? If we had this guy at every party, your party is the party, right? This is Ruben from the Kendu community, rocking, you know, that CBC merch, which is also listed on Just Shop Crypto, but he's a Kendu Chad. We're going to watch this video together, have some fun. And this is what I'm talking about. Let's get our communities active, having this much fun in the space during this super cycle. Yo, Rico, what's up, fam? What's up?
Hello, party people. My order from Just Shop Crypto came through and is looking fresh. Shout out to the Crypto Breakfast Club. Shout out to you, Seg Humphries. And of course, shout out to Rico Money Bags. To celebrate this, I'm going to chug a can of Kendu Energy, because I'm chugging a can of Kendu Energy every day till we hit 100 million market cap. So without further ado, let's get right into it. sounds like a fresh new pump. Let's run it up. Cheers.
Let's run it up, fam. This is the type of energy I want in this space, fam, okay? Right now, it's time to turn up. Salud, brother.
Perfect. See you next day.
See you in the next day, Ruben.
Let's keep the momentum going. Cheers.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Don't tell me that don't make you bullish, man. And that's the type of energy that we want in the space. This is what we want everywhere. I want this, this is why I've been telling even the Clash fam to pull up. We've been in early. I'm holding with you guys, man. We're sending that thing high. And keeping the vibes lit and understanding what we got is super important. And the Can Do community knows what they got. They got Can Do is community. That's what they got. That's the best utility in the space. So looking forward for this dragon. I love when these charts when people do this. These are so much fun. This is perfect imagination right here. Look at the Jeet down here. This is so adorable. Let me get out the way. Look at the Jeet down here. Oh, I love this. Oh, that is so cute. Oh my God, that's adorable. All right, fam. Can Do his community. Great community right there. Let's look at some more plays. As a matter of fact, we got Jesus Coin right here. We got the Profit Bear. That I don't want you guys to miss out on Jesus Coin as well. I'm gonna post this Clash contract address here because I know that's one of the examples why I gave you guys that example what Can Do, just to show you that even if you got in at 50 mil, something could still run up to 280 mil, and you might be like, whoo, I missed it at this, I missed it at that price, I just kept missing it. It's like, don't miss it, okay? Because this thing just has potential. The market's not over. And the macro ones are the ones that pump the hardest. So there's still a lot of pump left in this thing. And it's not like George needs the Clash money. He's good. I mean, so you got a dev that you can trust that is holding strong because he's already doing his own thing, right? So let's go to Jesus Coin next. Let me get Profit Bear in the house. Yes, we are looking good. Profit Bear, $6.8 million market cap. Nice little buy coming through the chat, through the chart as well. And more than anything, an amazing community, fam. The meta is getting ready. Profit Bear, the meta is getting ready. More and more retail coming in is what we want. That all we're doing is setting up the blocks. That's all we're doing right now. Like, I know we get caught up in charts, and we love that, right? It is part of the market. That's how it goes. I like this. I wish I would have heard this. But what's amazing really is you got to set this up for when the people come in. Like I said, I was just at one of my friends' things and I was talking to some people, and the church is talking about crypto more than I think people are talking about the church talking about crypto. Honestly, I think there's a lot more people in church talking about crypto than people are willing to admit right now, or maybe they just don't know because they're not going. But I recently went to support my friend in something, and I mean, I was shocked how many people were really hip to the crypto thing. So, once they start peeking in and they're looking over and they're like, "What's going on over? What's that? You guys are buying crypto?" And they find out that there's a project like Jesus Coin in the space. You guys don't want to fade this thing. And so this is a great project right here. It's not just a meme coin. It actually has a crypto church that you guys can pull up, have some fun. Tomorrow is Thankful Thursdays. You guys can talk to Prophet Bear himself. You guys don't want to miss out on that. Honestly, I was at the last one. It was absolutely amazing. I pulled up right at the end of it, and then we ended up staying like almost 40 minutes extra and stuff, right? I was trying not to do that, but that's just how sometimes we got to go, right? We got to go with the flow, and it was such a good vibe, and everybody talking. I think everybody should go up in here and definitely give it a try, because sometimes these spaces are pretty toxic, and maybe you got some toxic things going on in your life. You got to clear that space up, man. You got to clear that space up so that you got to make sure that your vibe is good. I know people talk about the vibe a lot, but honestly, your vibration got to be right. And if you're around a lot of negative stuff, like, you got to be around some positivity. And this is going to be something that's huge in the space. Live 9 p.m. tomorrow. Okay. Well, what time zone is that, brother? We got people tuning in from all around the world, so we got to let them know. Let them know what time. It might be 9 p.m. for somebody right now, right? It's probably Bear's like, Rico, I know. So Jesus coin, man, and this is not just like where it's like, somebody's hitting you with some, it's fun, right? You could see the meme is fun, and I think that this has a lot of potential, fam. It's already hit $90 million market cap. That's before retail coming in here. It's hit $90 million market cap before people understand that everything's going to be on the blockchain. Everything. No, you're good, bro. I'm just we're bros, so I'm poking at you a little bit. That's how you know I love you, bro. He's like Rico. Yeah. It's 1 a.m. here for me. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. I really do, Priest. I really, really do. I really, really appreciate all of you guys pulling up. I know we go live at random times, and it's like, I'm doing the meetings at the same time, and but we're making them happen, right? We go nonstop no matter what. So Jesus Coin is another one that's going to go nonstop no matter what, man. Jesus has been here before time, right? Because we got that BC, like we got the before Christ time. So, I mean, this is the whole thing right here. This is the number one brand in the world right now is Jesus Coin. So, come over here and check this out. I'm excited to have this conversation with Prophet Bear later on, man. You guys be ready for that. And yeah, man, this is super bullish, man. I've been holding since over here. I'm just gonna keep holding. The way that Prophet Bear works, I'm all in on Jesus Coin, and I'm all in on Prophet Bear. Doing what he does for this project and for this community. And it's only a matter of time. A lot of people would just park their money in here and just hold, park their money in here and hold. And I think what people fail to look at is like if you come over here, they have 1.8 million in liquidity at $6.8 million market cap. Most projects with 1.8 million, they're like at $100 million market cap, fam. Okay, so I need you guys to understand that this project has some real life liquidity in here that should not be ignored and has a lot of oomph for when they're ready to do things, because that's 1.8 million. Look, I don't even know if we could find another market cap ratio like that in this space right now with sitting at $6.8 million or $6.8 million market cap at 1.8 million in liquidity. That's an amazing, amazing liquidity ratio. So keep an eye on Jesus Coin. I got another play for you guys that we're going to be talking about. Of course, this is which one we got right now, and then we're going to go to that one next. Let's go to the Crow Show. I know there was a pullback. People are already starting to buy it right back up. This is right here. What's going on with the Crow Show? Starting to turn right back around. I mean, some people are asking me, what happened to the Crow Show? What's going on? Hey, this is Solana plays are like that. People get it early. There's going to be pullbacks. They hit that 5 million. They wicked all the way down here to this, 300 something K market cap. 100, what is that? About 300, almost 500K market cap, and started to turn right back around. It's like, okay, this is Solana. It could very much well do that. So keep an eye on the Crow Show. I know some people were asking me, am I still bullish on the Crow Show? I'm like, yeah. When it comes to like the pump fund stuff, I think people don't realize that this is going to be like a new way of streaming. I think if you can count on how long Pablo Crow's been streaming on YouTube, and as long as that stream keeps happening on that pump fund, I think corrections will happen and things will keep going back up, because people's channels will always just like kind of pick up, and he's going to keep streaming. So it's kind of weird, like the time that we're in, when you're connecting the streamer to the token in a way like this, but this is a new meta right here. So keep an eye on the Crow Show. This is the Crow Show right here. All right, so let's go to another play right here. Where is it at? This is the other one that I wanted to cover right now, because it's finding its support right here. And a lot of people might be like, well, that's too much. I got a Crow Show bag. Okay, see, there's some people in here that have a bags. Yeah, I had some people asking me, and it's like, I just want to, it's like, I know that, when you first see those pullbacks, and Solana's wild like that, but you'll be surprised. Look, it got bought right back up. It's already back over $1 million market cap. It's just kind of how Solana goes. And if the community keeps pushing and he's still streaming, and, those streams are live on Pump Fund, I think Pump Fund is going to keep climbing no matter what. Like, no matter what, Pump Fund is going to keep going up, because the young ones, the young people are on Pump Fun. I was watching some of these live streams. We're just not cool no more. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe, but they're on Pump Fun. I seen their streams. There's a lot of. I saw a frat party on there. I saw people partying left and right. I was like, okay. So this is where the 20-year-olds are at. The 20-year-olds are on Pump Fun. All of us are on X. We're all we got political stuff that we're all on X, but everybody else, they're on there. He said, all love. I'm a friendly bear. Just call me Yogi. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. We got one right here. the punk strategy. This one we talked about way down here at $10 million market cap. This was nice to wake up and look at this wallet and it'd be kind of crazy like this. And I did degen math on this. This was pure degen math, nothing more than degen math on this play right here, right? Where it's crypto punks and these are part of the space and they're always going to be a part of the space. It didn't break the $5 and $10 million market cap thing. I was like, hey, if we can, you know, it's already this section over here. It started to make support on this. You know, it broke the 5, it broke the 10. When it started making support, I was like, this thing could really send really hard. And sure enough, $50 million market cap, $100 million market cap. So the minute Clash breaks $100 million market cap, you guys could probably see something like this. Because look at how this psychological barrier on $100 million market cap does. Break $100 million market cap, it went all the way up to right around what Kendu did. That $290 million market cap. Saphir's laughing. The frat party. Yep. That frat party. I was like, man, that it was a big wake up call, Saphir. That's why that frat party was a big wake up call. I said, this is where they're at. You know, this is where that age group is at. They're slowly coming into the crypto space, but they're doing it through pump fun, and they're just doing it like in a fun, degenerate way. That's just the way that they're doing it. It's like, you know, they just don't care, right? They're like anime people. We got to get our anime game up. we gotta step our anime. All the Luffy people are on there. You know, we gotta step our game up. But they're on there. So this is a great play, just a random play. We already did good on it. Honestly, the pullbacks there. I would keep an eye on to join the community and see if this is something that you guys like. But as far as like psychological barriers, showing you guys how this 5 million, 10 million, you know, that pullback back to 10 million. Going back up to 50 million, breaking these psychological barriers. It doesn't matter if it's a pink flyer. It doesn't matter if it's a turtle, a cat, whatever it is. If it can break these psychological barriers, what the markets understand is that you guys have a strong community that are not dumping on each other. You guys are making higher floors and people continue to ape in. So, you know, maybe you're not into the crypto punks. Maybe you're not into any of this stuff. But what I want you to be into, if you can, is the pattern that I constantly always talk about. And the underlying thing that I keep showing you guys over and over again is what continues to make me money. Is this silly pattern of breaking 5 million, breaking 10 million, and then these other round numbers are where, I don't know, I didn't make up the rules, but when I look at them over and over again, it's like, that's fine. That's what you guys, that's the rules. We've all agreed on this, then I'm fine with that, right? So whether you're interested in this stuff, what I really want you guys to just focus on is really hone in onto the pattern, because a lot of times I can care less with the situation or what they're trying to push as far as the meme. I want to see if, you know, this thing is strong and it's not just something that's going to come and go really fast and just dump right away. Let's see if we can find some hot ones right away, right now. Just a quick, let's check on Manu, and then we'll go to XPX. We'll go to Culo as well. That's another play that we got. We're going to be showing you guys how to do a buy. We'll go to Culo next, actually see if they're pulling up. I know that they're going to do a major push that you guys don't want to miss out on, okay? Pump Fund found a great market in streaming. Yes, they did. They found something. They definitely found something. That is a meta. That is just like when Kick came out, just like when Rumble came out, just like when Snapchat came out, just like when Instagram came out. Everybody was like, "Oh, I don't like that one," or You do TikTok, and I use this one. Trust me, that has what it needs to have as far as, especially like taking care of creators. That will print, because, you know, that streamer, she made like $200 during that stream at the frat house. So not only does she have fun, but watch when she sobers up in a couple days and she's hurting for money again. She's gonna be like, maybe I should stream the next frat party as well, because last time I made $200 and I need I think this is gonna be huge. I think this is gonna be huge. All right, so Manu right here. We're gonna do an update on Manu. Then we're gonna go to Culo next. We'll talk about Culo. Amazing meme coin on Sui. Super bullish on this one, and major push coming. Manu was another play that we called down here at 3 million. Again, that same little pattern, that 5 million, 10 million. Looking if it's a good enough meme, if it has something special like this one had, the Instagram followers, the TikTok followers, the subscribers. It was like, hey, this is pretty simple. Then they started listing all the exchanges, and somebody was paying for it without even there being any dips in the chart. Okay, so this project was really well connected. I still think that this is still undervalued. I know a lot of people might not think so. I told you guys, hey, when you get a chance to buy it on the dip, get it. But you guys can just set a bag and set it and forget it. I think this is $100 million Inu all day. How high, I'm not too sure, but these numbers any project would wish to have. And if you continue to promote and these channels continue to grow, so will this project, right? So Manu is super easy Inu play, dog play for you guys to get into. And shout out to like AD and a lot of other people who got in really early on this one, around $3 million market cap when we talked about it. It's still not done. If you want to take profits on it and just, feel like, I want to take some things off the table so I'm not missing out on nothing like that. Fine, but you have to respect these numbers, and this is a hot market. Maybe in a hot market, none of this, in a bear market, none of this matters. But this right now, there's euphoria, man. People are coming into the space. People are hearing rumors. The markets are hitting all-time high after all-time high. These plays like this, they make total sense where they have a lot more potential to go higher. So just keep an eye on Manu, okay? Let's go to Culo next. This little cute Culo over here. This one's pretty funny. We already kind of talked about it, did a little dive on this one. This one's getting ready to do a nice little push. I'm sure that when we break 500K market cap, we're going to see this one even go a lot higher. Right now, we know that there's going to be a nice little push. I'm giving you guys some of that alpha right now. Somebody said BNB is on fire. Hold on, let me peek. Let me refresh this. Let me see what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, 316. It's on fire, bro. he's like it's on fire, Rico. Let's see where Aster's at now. Okay. All right, well, you came in, Roger. You came in hot. The way you said it, I was like, I thought I was gonna look and see. I'm still happy. 1300, but I thought I was like, what is it pumping some more? Am I? Are we seeing BNB at 1400 or something like that? But let's go to this little culito over here, little cute guy right here, right? You guys see this Culo on Sui, man? We know that Sui is going to be a play, fam. I hold a decent amount of Sui that I'm just holding right there for a reason, because I think that Sui has a lot of potential. We know that as Sui is wrapped, or as Culo is wrapped to Sui, when Sui goes up, it's going to go up even higher. So Sui right now is undervalued, and therefore it makes Culo undervalued. But this is what I wanted to talk about. 1 second. So this is what I want to share with you guys in the chat right here. This is super important for you guys, right? You guys have this bot right here, right? It's always been extremely difficult to do your swaps, right? It's always been like, you got to hop through here. You're going to have to use a different DEX. You can't use this swap right now. You guys can use your Phantom wallet just like you do for SOL. Early alpha Sui season is coming. And this is what Sui needs. And honestly, I don't know if you guys heard anybody talking about this like swap right here, but I think that this swap, and we're going to be pushing this out, I think it's extremely undervalued, because one of the reasons that it's been so hard to get into Sui is because of the swap. So I'm going to be doing another giveaway of Culo today. Yes, of Culo today. But I'm going to do it in a different way. I want you guys, if you guys really rock with the channel and you guys want to see how I'm going to grow your guys' bag, you guys got to trust the process, right? Now, I'm going to send you guys Solana when you guys win. Now, you guys can say, Rico, I'm just going to take that Solana. Thank you. I'm out of here. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to hold Solana. Maybe Solana goes to $500. I make a little bit off of it. Fine. Or you say, you know what? How can I get my way into the Sui chain? How can I get exposure to another blockchain? How can I learn how to get it? Well, most of the time you do it through a meme coin, right? You do it through a meme coin. So this is how he said, that's okay when you're getting your ass beat. The market 3% gets you fired up, man. I've been on fire, bro. I'm gonna share some of this fire right now. I want you guys to win with me right now, right? So what we're gonna do another Culo giveaway, but I'm gonna give it to you in the form of Solana, because this is the opportunity that's happening right now, where you guys can actually learn how to get onto the Sui chain through using this Culo swap bot. Okay, this is how these things happen, where you can read books on stuff. You can hear people talk about stuff on videos a gazillion times. Unless you do it, you never learn how to actually do this process. So I'm trying to help you guys out as best as I can. So like that, there's no more excuses. If I send you guys the Culo just straight to your wallet, guess what happens? I just gave you the fish. Right? I say, here goes, I'm sending you the Culo. There goes your free fish. But if I can teach you how to fish on Sui right now, then, you're going to eat off of this chain forever. Okay, so the way we're gonna do today's giveaway on Culo, and how you guys are gonna be like, Rico, man, you hooked me up because I wasn't messing around on Sui before, and for whatever reason I felt intimidated because I had to go through all these different hoops and whatever, and by the time it was gonna be done, I didn't even want to do it no more, right? I'm removing all of those excuses for all of us right now. And actually, the Culo token is doing that by having this Culo swap bot that I think is extremely bullish to help people swap into Sui. So we're going to run this giveaway right now, actually, since we're on Culo right now. We're going to be doing this. We're going to get, like I said, it's up to you guys. But when Culo pumps past 500K and it pumps past $1 million, I'm going to check back on those people who won the Solana. I'm like, did you do the swap? Did you swap the Solana into the Culo like I told you? Or did you just miss the alpha because a lot of times opportunities knocking on the door all day. I mean, there's alpha all around you guys all day, but scare money don't make money, fam, okay? So I'm going to actually put the money in your pocket, so it's already not even money that you were counting on anyway, so don't be afraid to lose it. Run it up, okay? So let's see what we got in the chat. This is the way to help us learn how to do it 100%. I appreciate you, bro. Man, this is what I would want, right? Somebody to kind of, hold my hand. Delatoshi, can you hold my hand? I'm joking. But this is the way that, this is how you onboard people, right? If you just, I could say stuff all day and night, but if I'm not actually showing you guys, it's a whole different story. So we're going to run that giveaway right now on Culo. And let me come over here to the winner's wheel. Let's close this out. And like I said, I'm going to check up on you guys. You guys know I say what I mean. I mean what I say. Like when Culo pumps, I'm like, hey, did you did you swap the Solana for Culo because it's pumping right now? I'm going to check up on that. So right now, let me see hashtag Culo in the chat so I can load you guys onto this winner's wheel right now for a giveaway of Culo. And 1 second, a matter of fact, we got to do this right. There's only one way to do this. We're going to get a copyright strike for sure. Hashtag Culo in the chat, everybody. Let me see that. Let's go, everybody. Keep spamming the chat, fam. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to fill this one up, everybody, so just keep posting. Mighty time. Let's go, everybody. We got Paul Chain in here. What up? Marcus, you got to put Culo if you want to get put on. I took Marcus off. You got to put Culo. We're holding you to it. That's not how you get on. The rules are the rules. You almost got on there. You almost got me. I got to keep it fair. Don't be shy. It's just a song. There you go, Marcus. We got Speedy the Turtle on here. Solid stream. We're turning up together, fam. Shout out to Speedy Turtle. heck? Why did that do that? We got Adam up in here as well. Welcome in, Adam. What's up, broski? No, I got you, Delatoshi. You're on there. You're on there. Let me see. Let me see. Where are you at? Delatoshi trying to get on there twice. Let me see. Oh, no, you're not on there. Delatoshi's like, no, bro. Okay. Lucime, yo, boy. All right, let's turn off the reggaeton because that's not what we were doing. But YouTube was like, you know what? Let's keep playing reggaeton. Maybe he's in the mood for reggaeton. I don't know. Maybe he's in a reggaeton mood, right? What a stream. What a stream. Okay, this, like I said, I'm going to remind everybody. I want to clarify this because this is alpha. This is alpha, fam. Okay? I'm going to make this easy for you guys how to get into the Sui chain. I'm going to send you Solana. This is a Culo giveaway, okay? I know you guys are just pulling up. Don't worry, we're going to be doing more of these. We're going to be doing more of these. But this is a way for you guys to be like, hey, I've been trying to find a way to get into this. You're going to use this Telegram bot. When you get that Solana, you're going to be in on Culo super early because there's a mega push coming. We're not going to stop on this push. I'm trying to let you guys know. I'm going to check up on you guys when we start breaking these market caps. So let's go ahead and pull this right now. Shout out to all of you guys for pulling up. All of you guys so much, man. Let's go ahead and call it right now and run this. Don't worry, there's going to be more giveaways, fam. We keep going every single day. I know you guys I'm trying to keep it fair. When the song cuts off, I just stop right there. But don't worry, there's more, fam. We're printing every single day. Join all the telegrams down below in the description. We're making money. We're going to share it with you guys. Let's go ahead and pull this right now. Shout out to all of you guys. Much love and respect. We're going to be doing several giveaways on Culo right now. So of this Solana is going to be going out. I want you guys to have some fun with me. I want you guys to be experiencing the Culo. Okay, let's go. XRP. Let's go, XRP. Welcome to the Culo fam. If you're smart, man. If not, you know what, dude? It's your money, right? It's your money. It's your money. Let's go ahead and spin it again. Like I said, got some more giveaways for you guys, man. This is the live. This is the vibe right now. It's super cycle all over. Life, the 777, life. You guys have to join the X. You know what? Let me make it. It'd be easier if you guys join the XPXTG or right now put your, like this one right here. You guys put your @ handles right now for your Telegram. I need you guys' Telegram @ handles. All right, let's go to the next one right here. We're gonna run one more pull right now. Let's go ahead and pull this thing once again. Woo! Sheriff Saphir, I know this guy. I know this guy. I know this guy. I know Saphir. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. About time you win, Saphir. God, man, I was starting to think it was rigged. Golly, about time. Sheesh, Saphir. I don't know, man. You're due up, bro. See, you're due up. So this right here is for a giveaway of Culo fam right now, sitting at 258K market cap. I'm going to post this contract address over here. Sui sitting on a dip. You could buy a whole lot of Sui for the low and get some of that Culo right now over here at 258K market cap with a nice push coming. Obviously, that's a massive utility to have that swap bot. I know we're having fun and we're playing the song, but really that tool right there with the swap bot, it has a lot of power behind it, right? The more and more people find out that it's that easy to swap into, you know, the Sui chain, that's what's missing on these chains like Sui and some of the other ones. But super, super bullish on this. This is looking really good. Life 1105, my TG, cool. Send me a DM at Rico Moneybags. You guys see me inside the Telegram and XPX. I'll also post this Telegram right here. You guys are going to find me in there. So, you know, tag me in this one. If you guys can join this one and say, hey, Rico, I'm one of the winners at Rico inside of this Telegram as well. The Culo Telegram, it would probably be a lot better. So I'll be inside of this Telegram after the live streams. So I can send you guys that Solana. You guys can have fun with that, you know, that bot and really get to experience the Sui chain. And I think, you know, not, I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. I could just send you the Culo on, but I'm just giving you the fish, you know, whether if I can teach you how to fish on this chain and show you how to swap into Culo like this from Solana, that's going to be a lot better, right? That information will stick with you forever instead of me just doing the process for you back to back and back to back. It's like, this is a way better way where you're like, you know what, from now on, I know how to move on to Sui. I can tell you that. You know, I move on to Sui through Culo, and you know, Culo can almost become a DEX because of that. I'm just thinking out loud, but you know, if people were swapping from, you know, Solana into Culo, and then, you know, that was their way of getting Sui, was because they sold some Culo. Now they have Sui. It's crazy, right? Because now that's the way that a lot of people can get into Sui, by using that bot. You got no other way to get Sui, and you don't know how no other way to get Sui. You could just literally get some Solana right now, buy some Culo, let Culo pump. You can sell, once you sell the Culo, you'll have Sui. You won't have Solana. You'll have, you know, Sui now. So it's pretty cool to have all these options right here. So definitely tap in with these guys. Go through the process in the TG. Ask questions. They are very active. And there's a lot more to come, everybody. All right, let's go over to Smart DeFi, man. Now that the numbers are super hot right now, we got some things to talk about. I wanted the numbers to be really loud. You guys know this is the project that I launched on Smart DeFi, fam. I am so freaking bullish right now, fam. We got some big things coming right now. Like, I waited for the stream. We've been putting XPX at the end of the stream because I've been waiting for this to be like where the numbers are really loud and everybody knows what we're really about to do right now, because we're about to make some noise. We got an amazing marketing team that we have assembled that is super bullish, and we're about to roll out some things. Shout out to them. Shout out to the team, the XPX team, and this, you know, XPX marketing team that is really making things happen, like not playing around. Bam, 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 bam. Just, I mean, things are coming out right away. And I want to talk about what's going on right now. Some of the details, we're not quite there on rolling out the alpha and letting it all come out. But as you guys can see, when you guys come to Smart DeFi, there are some things going on right here, giving you guys some, hey, what's going on over here? It says this token has suggested new tokenomic taxes, right? And this is officially the countdown, if you guys would say, of this major push that's going to be going on with XPX. Now, I'll talk about this countdown in just a sec. For you guys who are new and want to know what XPX is all about, this is a project I launched on Smart DeFi that focuses on allowing individuals and businesses to off-ramp their cryptocurrency. Whether you're a millionaire because of meme coins, whether you're a millionaire because of NFTs, you're trading futures or whatnot, you need a way to spend your money in this cryptocurrency market. We have been doing this for already close to 16 months with over 6 figures in paid orders, and we will continue to build this out. All roads do lead to payments, and that's why we keep putting in this at the forefront and going all in on XPX, sitting right now at a very, very undervalued market cap, a $1.2 million market cap, with BNB pumping and getting a lot of hype. But this project right now, let's go to the website and I'll talk about this tokenomic structure for those who are new. You guys can come over to xpxpay.com right now. I'm going to post this link. Anybody can come over here. So long as you're not in an embargo country, you guys can come over here and get a Visa card or MasterCard. Right now, the ones that are live are the MasterCards. There are some people who get Visa cards because of the virtual ones. We are going to be updating this image because obviously it does say Visa on there. For some reason, we're going to be updating the image. That's what I tell you, right? But these are still Visa cards right here. But you guys can get the MasterCards right now. You guys can get a plastic one or a metal one. These have lower fees than the Visa cards we had before. And this is extremely bullish for this project, especially as we continue to onboard businesses. Going from 2.75% all the way down to 2% is major, as businesses will obviously want to accept a lot of money in cryptocurrency. And not only that, XPX allows them to upgrade their business account, which I'll post that link for you guys as well right now so it doesn't slip my mind. You guys can come over here and create a business account. If you want that business account upgraded and you want to pay your employees in crypto, let's say you're running a crypto project, all your employees inside of this crypto project get paid in cryptocurrency, but you want to make sure you're keeping track of everything, you know, that you're doing it all in one send, one bulk send. You can do that through XPX Pay, and all of those employees could therefore off-ramp that crypto onto a MasterCard, onto a non-KYC bill payment, and use that. And that's what XPX is really all about, focusing not just on the individual, but also eventually getting into the institutions that want to accept cryptocurrency, and maybe franchises who want to pay their employees in cryptocurrency. This has the potential to be extremely massive, fam. And it's a market that's not saturated like a lot of the other ones in the space. Like I said, over 6 figures in paid orders, tons of clients. We're not going to stop building this out right now. We got more utility right around the corner. So this project is extremely bullish. This is the gem, the purple gem right here that we continue to polish up. XPX marks the spot. X pays X. Now let's come over here to a little bit about the alpha a little bit about the contracts, because those utilities we brought into Smart DeFi, right? But Smart DeFi is a bullish platform that gives a project a lot of flexibility and a lot of power to manage the smart contracts according to the market, right? According to what's going on. And businesses so always have the ability to adapt to what's going on in the market. So I am very, very excited with this push that we're doing with the marketing team. All the stuff, the flyers, there's so many things that are already, and this countdown right here is officially where the tokenomics, the taxes are going to change on XPX, and they're changing to make it easier to get people in. So they're going from, and mind you, let's give Smart DeFi a big shout out on this UI, and shout out to Tommy. I know him and his team work really hard on this UI. The fact that you guys can click on what's going to be changed and it's this clean and this setup is crazy bullish. Like, there's not another launchpad that really gives you this amount of like how clean this UI really is. Okay, so you guys can see that the taxes are going to be changing on the buy side from 3.9% down to 1.9%, right? Now, that's going to be the backing going from 1% to 0, the burns 0, the liquidity to 0, the growth is going to stay at 1%, the staking, so people who receive rewards, stakers are still getting paid on the buy, 0.5%. Stays at 0.5%. So not too much change, because our buy tax was already kind of low or on this side as it was. But this is where things change right here. And this is just so as we're doing this campaign that we're not feeling the selling pressure on this amazing campaign that we're about to do in this massive push, incentivizing people to hold during this time, because the taxes on the sell side are going to go up. Now, what's amazing about Smart DeFi and what I love about it so much is that it's so transparent and gives people, like, even if I did this and I wasn't a dev that wasn't as transparent as I am, and obviously I respect you guys, and I want to have nothing but integrity with everything that we're doing with the project, because I'm an influencer, I'm a YouTuber that wants to have a multi-cycle project, and that's what we've been having. We're live 16 months. It was important to bring a project that was not going to just be here, there, and gone tomorrow. This is a project that's here to stay, where all my subscribers can feel safe. So this project is really amazing, where it allows us to also, when we're changing these taxes, let's say you weren't paying attention to the stream, you got a 3-day window to say, you know what, I don't like the new taxes. You know what, I liked it how it was before. You guys are changing the taxes. I don't want the taxes to be cheaper for whatever reason. I'm out of here, right? And that's really cool, and also shows that the Smart DeFi team was thinking really ahead when they really built this out. And you're seeing all this come to life. And I think that this have not been yet highlighted until now, the way that we are about to highlight this as a project, as a community, as this marketing push is about to happen with the newly assembled marketing team of XPX that felt like assembling the Avengers. It's super bullish, and we're cranking things out. We're getting things done like super fast, and things are just going to be happening like in the next 2 days. So in the next 2 days, you guys will see the buy tax on XPX drop down, the sell tax go up, and a big push coming. I see a lot of people snatching up bags right now. I really wouldn't wait, because all buys right now, all your bags are going to be bigger after this push. We're going to push really, really hard, fam. And this marketing team consists of already like 9 to 11 people. So it's growing, and it's a real team that's going to push really hard. Like I said, there's a lot of content, a lot of things already made, and this is going to be a major push. I want to end this year the right way, because I want to start 2026 on top. So I want you guys, if you guys, really want to push this thing to the next level, come with me and push all gas, no brakes on XPX right now. We're going to show some love to another project. The Space Penguins did pull up. I'm not sure if they're still here, but I do want to show them some love. Let me give them a second on the channel, and then we'll talk about Just Shop Crypto. Since we're on Smart DeFi, we'll just jump to the Space Penguins really quick, just to show you guys a little bit about this platform. So in 2 days, fam, massive push. Get your bags ready right now. Load up on XPX. Load up some more when that buy tax comes down. Don't be shy, and get ready. This is this UI is amazing. I mean, honestly, this UI is A1, the way that it just shows you everything, so transparent to the investors. I absolutely love this. Come over here to smartdefi.com. Check out all the projects, whether it's XPX, whether it's FEC token, NOMA token, whichever one you guys want to check out. All of these projects are really trying to do something great for the space. Like I said, the Space Penguins were just in here. Let me see where they're at. Where are the Space Penguins at? It's cruising right here at 93K. Let me show some Smart DeFi projects some love, and then we're going to go to Just Shop Crypto next. Yes, this is an extended stream. We've been doing like some 2-hour streams lately, so it's been really exciting. The more you guys have to understand, like, when we make these streams really hot, like it motivates me to really push it to the next level. Like, you know, I feed off of your guys' energy. The harder we push together on our projects, the harder we. That's why I really want us to come together really hard for the next 2 months and push really hard. Like, I'm happy, yeah, we did good and things are great, but I'm not afraid to say that I want more, man. I want more, and I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I think we're, you know, I can see the summit. I think we're standing on the side of the mountain. I think, you know, we could be like, hey, you know, maybe by the next year we'll get to the. But I was like, you know what? Let's just climb the mountain. Let's just climb the mountain. We might as well just start walking up it right now. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's go over to the Space Penguins website and give you guys an idea of what the Space Penguins are all about. So we got right over here the Space Penguin, Space Penguin, the deflationary yield generating unruggable smart DeFi reflection token with charity use case and more relaunch in 2024. Space Penguin is a serious yet fun approach to helping save our planet and lives of the inhabitants, secure a spot in our colony. So they're using the reflections to do something better, right? That's what they're doing, and that's what's important. You guys want this. You know, there's going to be this in the market no matter what. This is a real thing in the market. It's going to continue to be here, and people want to support. This is something great that's actually happening. And what I like is talk is cheap. A lot of projects say, oh, we're going to do this, oh, we're going to do that, and maybe we'll get around to doing this one and this, that, and the third. They have been doing it, okay? You can't take that away. Talk is cheap. Here it goes. I mean, if you have any question of a doubt of what's actually happening right now with this project, you guys can see this happening right now before your eyes. These guys have a great vibe. They're absolutely amazing. You're not going to be disappointed if you join their Telegram. You're not going to be. It's just a great community, a great project. They're always in spaces, and you know they're vibing with everybody. So go give them a look, and check out their website as well. And yeah, the Space Penguins launched on Smart DeFi, man. So profit with a purpose. I like that slogan. That's a good one. I like that one. Profit with a purpose, man. Shout out to the Space Penguins. That's a catchy one. I like it. Come over here and show the Space Penguins some love if you guys can. I see they got some merch. Let's sell out that merch on Just Shop Crypto for the Space Penguins. I mean, we got merch flying off the shelves. It's the easiest way to get some crazy revenue. We can't keep the Can Do merch on the shelves, honestly. So definitely think about that as well. We got some other projects as well. You got Noma Token doing really good with the RWA aspect. I heard CZ and some of the people talking about RWA in the space earlier today, which makes me really excited because they were saying, hey, this could be the meta for 2026 is RWA. So if you're looking to front run the meta when it comes to the RWA and the real world assets, I have no intentions in making it. You know, they're doing it. They got it sold up. You guys, if you want some of that RWA action, some RWA exposure, you know, to the African Kenya market, this is the choice right here. I mean, this is a healthy looking chart sitting out, you know, just under $1 million market cap. Solid community. I got, man, some of my solid friends up in this. You got SD to retire really pushing this. You got Feg the World really pushing this. And this is the one that they're really bullish on as well when it comes to all things smart DeFi and a token that's actually bringing real utility to the space. And it's undeniable. It's looking strong. It's standing right there. So make sure you guys don't miss out on this. And like I said, if you're feeling like, hey, I want to catch that RWA meta that CZ was talking about in that space earlier, he was like, hey, 2026 could really be something big for RWA. This could be that play right there. This could be that play for the RWA. All right. Real bullish on Grippy, man. I like that. I like that. When did you get in early? Like when I called that, how early did you get in? I mean, maybe you got in before me. Who knows? Maybe you got in before me. Who knows? Oh man, what do you think about Grippy? Would be good by the end of this month. Grippy's looking. We'll go back to it. I think we talked about it a little bit, but we're at the freestyle part of the show. Appreciate you guys pulling up. We'll check out all your guys' plays, man. This channel belongs to you guys. That's why I would, if I was you guys, I would try to make it grow because I'm just gonna bring more eyes to your 60-hour work week that you got invested into Grippy, right? Grippy's looking really good. You know, right now, getting back above the 5 million is the plan. You know, we could see our next support right around 3 million. I'll keep it a buck with you guys. But right now, what's cool is this. It said it's holding on to, you know, a little bit under this little section right here. But it could be this channel that it's in right now. This little previous resistance. A little bit of future support right there. Let me zoom in before we go blind together. This little tap right here, becoming a support right here. This could be how it comes into this channel right here. But all Grippy has to do is break the 10 million, and it's a sender. That's what the markets want, right? So, let's keep the community engaged. Let's build, a solid floor together. Let's keep pushing nonstop and really get up to that $10 million market cap. Because when we break 10 million, it does what the other Matt Fury plays does. It goes, a lot higher. It goes to 15. It goes to 20. And all depending on how much or how long the community can hold for, it'll go that much higher, fam. All right. So Grippy is definitely a play to keep an eye on right now, 100%. One second. I saw let's go. I saw Aster on another screen, and when we're looking at this 5-minute chart, and just because I'm looking at this, this is a little buy signal right here, but it's pretty oversold from the range that it likes to trade, and I like finding it in this little section right here. Not saying that it can't go lower. See that buy signal just disappeared, so let's be careful with that. But I like when it trades from this lower range all the way up to here. It's like there's money to be made on Aster right there. So it still didn't give me that swing low on that 5-minute chart, but I saw something on the other screen, so I had to almost jump over here right away. I know I wanted to. I know I wanted him to. I wanted him talk a bit about YouTube. AD, he made like $50 on YouTube. Thanks. Can I have some YouTube profits? Yeah, I can send you. Hold on. Let me see how much I'll send you this month. Hold on a second. Let me see how much I might have some YouTube profits for you. I don't know. Don't get insulted though if I send it to you. Would you take $34? Would you take $34? Thank you. What's your favorite meme coin? Clash. Right now it's Clash. It's the safest one right now. I got in at 360K. It's just the easiest one. I can send you guys that if you guys want. You can have that, AD. All right, so see that buy signal didn't stay green. I'm glad that we didn't take that, but there's a trade coming up on Aster. I want you guys to keep an eye on Aster, okay? Grippy is good. Anything else you guys want me to look at? I think this is about where we wrap it up. Towards the end, we just kind of freestyle a little bit. Let me know what you guys are thinking. YouTube pays enough for 3 entry play at Panda. Yeah, it does. Every month you can get one a month. you can get one a month. Any other plays you guys want me to check out? Make sure you guys join that Culo chat for those giveaways. Don't miss out on that. Let's check on Culo right now, see how it's looking. Yeah, that's YouTube, man. That's YouTube. All right, man. I see no more plays being posted. I think that you guys should, Marcus doing this little thing. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. This is the perfect market to be in right now. So, Aster's a great one. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this. It's gonna be coming up with a nice little print soon, and we're gonna ride that wave, and turn it right back around, and turn on the printer once again, and just wait for your setups. You see how when I turned this thing on, at first it had that buy signal, but that candle didn't close with a green buy signal. That's why you got to wait for your setups, because if you just wait patiently, I swear you'll get something really nice. So we'll just wait in the cut, wait for that nice green signal, and we'll make some money off of that. So we don't have too much. That's about it. BTC is looking good. There goes a buy signal on the 4-hour chart we were waiting for earlier. We had the 3. That's bullish. What's your thoughts on XRP? It's just lagging behind a little bit. If it prints a buy signal right now, it's going to turn around, bro. Right now we got BTC printing a buy signal on the 4-hour chart. If it can give us a buy signal right here and break past this moving average of 294, which is $3, it'll come back up to the point of control, which is $3, coming up to the upper valley range, which is 306, and then going even higher up in this section to like 318. But when it comes to XRP, it's just you're just holding it. You know, unless you're trading it. Right now, there's a potential long coming up. You know, you can trade this gap right here, this volume gap from this. You know, there's that section right there. There's this little gap right here, and then this last gap right there. But yeah, I think XRP is just the same thing. No, that Clash isn't on base. No, it's on Solana, bro. It's on Solana, but it's worth getting some Solana. I'll tell you that. It's worth getting some Solana. And just set it and forget it. Even if it's just 1 SOL, 10 SOL, 100 SOL, whatever it is that you can put and just set it and forget it. And be like, George is probably never going to stop streaming. So that coin is probably always going to keep doing good no matter what. Because he has very informative streams. They're really good. And why wouldn't people want to keep buying that Clash token as people find out that he's streaming on Punk Fun more and more? So I think that's a solid play to hold. Can you check Baby SPX? Yes, we can. Let's check it out. I saw you guys posting about this one, so I'm glad you brought it up. Let's see what it's about. That baby. That's how you know where it, that's we're getting to that real bull run stuff when the baby tokens come out. Baby Doge, Baby Floki, Baby Inu, baby. So did you get the baby? So I got baby. Right now you got, you know, baby. You got the baby play from the SMPX or the SPX 6900. This has been one that's been pretty powerful with the S&P, right? This has been one that's been catching everybody's attention. This is the baby version of it, you know, not the baby, the cute one. And this is crypto. Don't sleep on the baby tokens. Baby Doge was the same thing. Baby Doge only became something later on, but you know, the baby Flokis and all that stuff, a lot of people didn't think that was going to be something, but just like that. Yeah, that baby. So keep an eye on this one as well. Low market cap, meme coin, of course. You know, this is you never know which one is going to be the one, right? So what chain is it on? It's on Ethereum. So yeah, it's on ETH. So you don't have to worry. Still trading kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie, even for it being on ETH, it still has some crazy rides, but it looks like it's on its next leg up. And, you know, this is the target for this little baby right here, man. Just got to break that 500K, you know, and if people start saying, holy cow, is that going to be the next SPX, you know, and, you know, it's all about breaking some of these psychological barriers and getting people to FOMO. So, pretty nice. Just hit the mic. My bad if that hurt your ears. So, I mean, I think for overall market today, cruising by all these all-time highs, I think we're doing really good, fam. You know, have fun with your respective communities in your TGs. Have a vibe with everybody. You know, have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Enjoy the rest of your guys' night. Get ready for in 2 days. Massive push on XPX right here. Like I said, this countdown is huge. Baby shark. Yeah, we had some of those too. We had there was some baby sharks. So some of that. So make sure you guys come over here, get in on this as well. Super exciting to be pushing this. The next 2 days are going to be, in 2 days is going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, get your bags ready, man. Get your XPX ready. Get your FEG token ready. Get all your stuff ready, man. Massive push coming right around the corner. I'm really excited. I mean, no better time with this hot market. You know, BNB up 29.22% on the week. Ethereum up 4.33%. BTC up 5.1%. Solana up 4.1%. Even with the corrections, the markets are green. So super cool to be hanging out with you guys, you know, enjoying these markets. We're really learning and having fun at the same time. That's the best way that I can learn. I can't just learn and it just be just boring. Like, you know, we got to have some fun, make some money along the way, you know, joke around with each other, just be ourselves. And it's proven to work, right? I don't think if I would have been having as much fun if I would have been able to last through some of the dips and stuff like that. And I think that's why I always just stay really positive, you know, and it's not like, you know, blindly. It's just like, I just know sometimes that people overreact. And that's what we saw with BNB when, you know, it first went up to like $700 and then went back down to 500. Everybody saw it. Altcoin season was over. And you know what? I just kept my vibe good. I kept my mind clean. I don't do what other people do. I don't buy into the noise. I especially if I feel like somebody's purposely trying to make me feel fear or something like that. It's like, you know, I can feel fear alone on myself. Like, I don't need you to entice it for me. Like, you know, if I'm about to fall, or, you know, let's say for some reason there's a burning, you know, something's on fire, I'll catch a natural reaction. But when I see people intentionally trying to put these worrisome things, it's like, I don't pay attention to it, because that's a tool, fam. All right. So you know how to worry on your own. You know how to be nervous on your own. You don't need nobody else putting you down to make you think all this stuff, right? So just keep in mind, keep your vibes good, and ignore the noise, because, you know, those who ignore the noise on altcoin season being over, you guys are reaping the benefits right now of all these things sitting really close to all-time highs, right? And the only way that you can ignore the noise, if you stay positive, you know, you got a clear head, and yeah, that goes a really, really long way. Okay. So, yeah, if somebody's trying to put some fear on you, and they worry about this and worry about that, that's just a tool. Okay. Don't buy into that. Let them worry by themselves. Let them grow as many gray hairs if they want to grow them. Let them lose as much hair as they want to lose, because that's all that's going to happen from that. Let them get as wrinkly as they want to get wrinkly. I still love them for being a worrying Willis or whatever they want to be. That doesn't mean you have to play the game with them, right? So make sure that you guys don't fumble this .com moment. It's very, very important that you understand that there's going to be a lot of different types of challenges, not only from chart going up to chart going down, but maybe people in your family, maybe people around you, have to stay really locked in. Okay. So if you feel sometimes getting tough, just remind yourself, hey, I'm in a super cycle. This is my .com moment. Let me stay focused, okay? After this moment is, you know, passing, then I can kind of relax and I'll start playing all the games again. But right now, I'm doing something for me, or I'm doing something for me and my family, to make sure that we capitalize on a moment that I think we'll talk about for the next 30 years. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for supporting this movement on this channel. It's been, I mean, we just keep growing and growing and growing, and it's going to keep growing. Thank you guys so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back